What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kakashi Crypto. This is how it's going down. In this episode, we'll be talking about what the hell is going on. Okay, Bitcoin's crashed, Ethereum's crashed, Zilliqa, Vechain, all of them good intangible coins that we love and hold true and dear to our heart have crashed. And I'm going to be telling you about key levels that I think the price could go down to for as many of the coins as I've mentioned. But we're going to be talking about Bitcoin at first.
Defi, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Having money on my mind, I having money in my pocket. Bone marrow roasted, spread it on the rosemary bread, lightly toasted, drizzle with the vinaigrette.
So looking at Bitcoin, it topped out at the $19,600 level, and these are the key Fibonacci retracement levels that I've drawn. So there's some people that I know that have actually bought in at these prices, and just learn from those mistakes, guys. You don't want to buy when the crypto and fear index, you don't want to buy when the crypto and let's try that again. You don't want to buy when the crypto fear and greed index is at its all-time high. Okay, when it's at 90 plus, that's not when you want to be buying. You want to be staying in tune with the market at least every 2 days, not every single hour of the day, but every 2 days or so, just to let you know how the markets are doing. When you see extreme greed, now this is yet to be updated, you can see it's going to be updated in 9 hours or so. When you see extreme greed, you want to be taking profits, and I feel slightly bad because I didn't really say to take profits. So going forward, I will be sort of giving my opinion of when to take profits, however, never financial advice, but that's that. Now you can take your profits into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, or you can take it into stable coins. In this circumstance, it's probably best to take it into stable coins. So if you are up at the moment, it would be a good time. And then obviously when we go back down to these levels here of around 40, 50, whatever the score may be, then you could consider to trade back into your favorite coins. And talking of trading, there's something I noticed on BlockFi. So on BlockFi, it's a basically a crypto compound interest savings account. Now with that, it's quite good because what they've done now is that you can trade within the app. So let's say, for example, I bought in that Bitcoin when it was like 8,500. Okay, so what I've done now is I've taken profit into USDC, and you can also take it into Tether as well. Talking of the key levels, let's go back to this now. So we already touched this one here, 16k, 16.5 anyway. Another key level, 15k, and then 14k. I don't think we'll go to 14k, however, you never know what can happen. 30 to 40% bloody hell, 30 to 40% pullbacks are very common in bull markets. So let's just calculate how much the 30 to 40%. Okay, so Jesus Christ. So a 30% pullback would put us at around 13k, and a 40% pullback would put us just at around 11k. So that's in the worst case scenario, which I don't believe we'll get to these levels. Like there's a lot of bullish momentum and institutions that are looking to buy up Bitcoin at these prices. Sorry. Personally, I think maybe anywhere between 30 to 35% pullback is something that is likely. That would be around the 13,000 level. So looking at the SMMA, the 21-day smooth moving average, that would currently, at the current prices that we're at, this is sitting around 15.5k, which is just above one of the Fibonacci retracements at around 15.1 thousand. So could we go a bit further than that? Possibly, most likely. And I think what would happen is that we'd wick below it, but there would be a lot of bulls buying up, because you have to remember all the smart money, they were buying in this region here, buying here, here, here. So it would be sort of irrational not to sell when you basically are at all-time highs. So you do have to remember that. Now if you're currently at a loss and you just bought, you could sort of trade and hedge your position. So I don't know, you could short the market. However, I would just hodl, to be honest, because you never know, we could just go back to the all-time highs. But I do think a further retracement is due. So not financial advice or anything, but yeah, I do see us going down to these levels here or so, 15k. And the same is for, you know, coins like Ethereum. Let me just bring them up really quickly. Ethereum, we had the not all-time high, but the yearly high of around $620 or so, $623. Looking at the Fibonacci retracements, we have $524, then we have $447, and then this is a Fibonacci retracement below the moving average, the SMA of around $437, which I don't think will happen. So similar with Bitcoin, I think we'll wick below it, and then maybe start trading sideways. So something like, well, a bit more violent than what we saw here, basically. So, you know, continuous wicks to the downside, trading sideways, and then who knows, because Ethereum, I think the ETH 2.0 is launching on December 1st, so that could set the price, you know, to do quite well, especially against Bitcoin. Let's have a look. Okay, so at the moment, I thought that we would be in a uptrend for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and we are, but it's had a bit of a retracement. So if Ethereum can continue to outperform Bitcoin, then we could still see this rise with the launch of Ethereum 2.0. That could be possible if Bitcoin continues to go to the downside and Ethereum outperforms it. That's one scenario. However, is that likely? Who knows? But I do think this trend line will sort of get respected. Looking at Link really quickly. So, okay, so Link Marines. If you had limit orders at these levels here, then congrats to you. I entered a failed trade, actually. I thought we were going to go to like 18, 19. So I did take a bit of a loss there, but yeah, only ate away from my profits from my previous Ethereum trade. So I've got more than I started off with, basically. But that's that. In terms of key levels, I would say we touched the main one at around $11. Wait, we wicked all the way down to $11. Wow. And then let me go back to the daily. So from the swing high to the swing low, at the moment we are between the 0.618 and the 0.5. So generally, I think, well, not generally, I think we'll probably, you know, go back up and then potentially go back down to test these levels there if Bitcoin continues to go further to the previous levels that we mentioned of around 13k or 15k, sorry. So looking at these key fib levels, this is one that I drew, this is another one here. Now this, if we were to go down to the 0.236, then this would break this current upwards trend line that we're in for Link USD, which, I mean, it can happen, like anything can happen. So I can't just say that that's like against the trend, because the trend is your friend until the end. And ultimately, macro, we're still in a bullish uptrend for Link. You can see higher highs, or sorry, higher lows. What am I talking about? Yeah, the highs have been a bit lower, but at the moment we are still in higher low territory. So just bear that in mind. We are looking like we're going to break the SSMA of around $12 or so. So do bear that in mind. This is what happens when you buy tops. You get punished, okay? Don't buy tops. I bought in here, but if you're looking to hold it long term, then you can just continue to DCA. So my suggestion, not financial advice, but look at the crypto fear and greed index. When that gets to absolute fear, that's when you'd want to deploy more capital, and then that sort of lowers your average cost of the price that you purchase Link for. Or you could have limit orders at these, you know, these levels. $7, $9, $11, etc, etc. So yeah, that's that. And then looking at Zilliqa really quick, and then we'll do Vechain as well, and then that will be the end of the video. So looking at Zilliqa, let's look at the hourly. So yeah, on the hourly we are yeah, I would say it's looking a bit bearish, unfortunately, guys. We are setting, well, we have set a lower high than previous, although depends on how you look at it, from the 22nd to where we are now. So it's still a bit bullish, but I mean, but what we'd have to see for the downtrend to be sort of confirmed is setting lows of around the 0.20 cent mark. Below that would be a confirmation. However, I don't think, although I wish, I don't think that it would continue this uptrend. You can see that we've had a bearish crossover on the 8 and the 13 EMA, and you can see that this bullish action is sort of, it didn't last very long. It lasted 4 candles, and then we continue to the upside. We continue to the, oh my god, what's wrong with me? We're continuing to the downside. Ultimately, it's bad news bears. So if you are in profit, I would consider moving it over to stable coins. If you bought these tops, just continue to DCA, lower your average cost of the price that you bought your Zilliqa, and you'll be sweet. But yeah, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good, guys. I won't lie to you. But what do these dips mean, guys? They mean more crypto for us. Okay, so you just need to learn from it. Always keep some cash on the side and take advantage of these little dips. I'm looking at key fib levels. If my computer will load. So key fib levels for the swing low to the swing high. Hold on a minute. Let me go on the weeklies just to give a bit more of a macroscopic view. So from our swing low to our swing high, if I draw a fib really quick, you could look to put in a limit order at the following levels. So the 0.618 would be around 0.023 cent. Then the 0.5 would be around 0.019 cent. The 0.38 fibs retracement level would be below the weekly 21 SSMA, which, I mean, can that happen? Yeah, we've wicked below it in the past when we had our September, October downwards dump sort of thing. So you could be cheeky, put in a quick stop, put in a quick limit order at around 0.015 cent. So I would sort of, I don't know, just consider this. I'm not gonna give financial advice, but yeah, you can see that it's so far on the macro weekly time frame, we are still in a bullish trend, but I just believe that this dump is going to continue to happen, and the previous levels that I mentioned will sort of be touched on. Insert bad joke here. But yeah, that's Zilliqa for you guys. I'll keep you guys updated. Vechain, so Vechain, this is, I believe, is sort of invalidated now, because like I said, we are sort of going to have a dump, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but this can easily and most likely would get ignored. So in terms of key fib levels, when I say this, I was referring to the upwards trend line that we're currently in. But yeah, looking at key fib levels, so at the moment we are just below the 0.618 at around 0.0146 cent. The next key fib level, which would be around the current trend line, on this is for the weekly chart, which may get respected considering the long-term macro bullish uptrend. However, anything can happen in crypto, but if it does get respected, this would be around the 0.0122 cent mark. And then in the most bearish scenario, at the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement mark, which would be super bearish, that would be below the SSMA, and that would be around 0.0098 cent. Can we go there? Anything's possible. In the last dump, we had a retracement of around 60%. If we extrapolate this from our swing high to our swing low, we go to 60%, that gives us roughly this Fibonacci. No, it's not that. So anywhere between these two Fibonacci retracements, so between 0.006 cent and between 0.009 cent on a dollar. So bear that in mind. If you are in profits, I would consider taking profits now, because the crypto markets are going down, baby. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope I'm not spreading FUD, guys. I'm just being realistic, okay? Look, you have your pumps, you have your dumps. You take advantage of these pumps, take your profit, you wait for these dumps, then you get back in, okay? No FUD, just facts, okay? So like the video, smash subscribe, stay tuned for more, and yeah, see you later. See you tomorrow.